Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Insomnia 46. It's World of Tanks time! A very passionate crowd, I can tell already. This, ladies and gentlemen, is for the World Cyber Games UK Grand Final. The winner of this game, therefore, gets sent all the way to China to represent the UK. It's kind of like the Olympics for gaming. You know, it's not a small deal. Big game, obviously, between these two teams. Let me introduce you to them. Over on the left-hand side of me, or here on the stage, we have a mixed rabble. They are the TommyTankers. A venerable bunch. And on the right-hand side, you may have recognized these guys. Their hair color kind of gives them away. They are BigClan. Wow. Anyone from BigClan in? It's like the entire clan it is. Brilliant. Sorry, guys. I think you've lost already. Yeah. What I thought we'd do is, just to make this a bit more interesting, and to build up the rivalry and the story, is, against my better judgment, I might add, is ask one of the players to come up from the two teams. So, Carl, if you can come up and join me, and Dogbert. I don't think I've ever stood next to anyone with green hair before, so this is a first for me. Carl, welcome to the main stage. BigClan in a big final at the big stage. That's got to feel right. Brilliant.
Who'd have thought it, eh? We are beautiful.
You are. I particularly like the fact that you've all got the same colour hair. That gives some tribal, you know, brotherly love between you. Does that help?
You don't want our sort of brotherly love. It's not good.
Okay. Let's move on swiftly from that one then. No innuendo bell here, please. Any tactics for this game?
If we're losing, we're going to deploy the land fart. Hopefully that'll just gas them.
Sounds sensible. Dogbert. Against my better judgment. I don't know how to ask this, but got any plans for these guys on the stage in this game?
We have been practicing for months. We have several tactics. We've decided to go for our A game. So you're in trouble. We've been practicing all the time on the booth, and we're ready to go. They won't have a chance.
I'm not sure if I believe him or not. Do you want to just duke it out right now? Okay, rock, paper, scissors on 3. You ready? Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. Well, you've got to do the shake. You ready? Okay. Blunted. Oh, 2-0. It bodes well. Ladies and gentlemen, the TommyTankers are BigClan. Fantastic. Right, enough of the nonsense. It's time for the serious stuff now. And two men that can give you the serious stuff, please make a big noise for your commentators. We've had to drag him out of bed to get him here after a night shift. Please make some noise for Ace, Beck and Gio!
Thank you, Paul. Let's get this party on the way. It's time for World of Tanks. Now, obviously, our event manager here, Gio, has been crawling all the way from the warmth of his bed. Gio, welcome here in the arena. It's your first time here, I believe.
It's my first time on stage. Yes, it is.
It's always good to have a true virgin here in the commentary booth when it comes to that sort of thing.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here. We got World of Tanks. I heard that you were pretty much the catalyst of getting this game here.
I love the game. I've always loved the game from the very start, and getting into Insomnia is just something that I always wanted to do. So, you know, essentially, getting it here is just fantastic, and I just hope it stays.
All right, perfect. Well, the players here will be going toward, one of these teams will be going to the World Cyber Games Grand Final. We'll see whether or not anything happens there. However, the tournament so far has been rather interesting. We have a bunch of teams showing up. Of course, we boiled it down all the way to the end, and we should be ready to go on the way in the very near future. Let's talk about this lineup that we got going on here for these two teams, because it's actually really interesting. We're going to be starting off on Lakeville, which is, well, a lot of teams have been playing a lot of Himmelsdorf, but Lakeville is a whole different ballgame.
It is indeed. Essentially, you've got a valley on the left-hand side of the map, and which is it directs all the flow to this very, very narrow focal point, whereas most of the action takes place there. It's essentially just a really bad choke. You don't want to get bogged down there, or else SPGs, TDs will be able to get shots off and essentially just rip you to shreds. On the right-hand side of the map, you've got the town, very good for scouts. And very good for medium tanks as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what tactics these two teams go for.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to this. We've had a lot of very interesting tank combinations. If you don't know how this works, all teams get 42 points they can spend on their teams up to tier 8. So a lot of teams have actually been employing 5 T8s plus 2 tier 1s. So a lot of Cunninghams have been actually being deployed. No life tractors so far, though. Because you gotta love those life tractors.
You have to love the LOL tractors. The LOL tractors are awesome.
But yeah, definitely, I think we're ready to go on the way here. Let's see whether or not the admin can get this party started.
Okay, so let's get this party started right now.
Well, there we are on Lakeville. Can we hear it here for BigClan on Lakeville? And TommyTankers on the other side. As both teams are employing some absolutely amazing strategy. We had quite a large discussion about this before the game. Both teams are using using level 8 artillery. It's the first time we've actually seen artilleries being employed in the game.
This is essentially really crucial because you've got the TommyTankers who have got 3 scouts to essentially utilize that SPG as much as they possibly can. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where they place these SPGs and how effective they use them, especially with their rate of fire being 3 shells a minute. So they need to basically hit those money shots dead on.
Absolutely, we need to see the deployment here. We can't really say anything about the position of the tanks because that is what the scouts are all about. However, we need to keep our eye on because what's happening. If we're seeing some first scouting already going on, our first partition view is coming in from the heavies. I see an IS-3 and I see a Type 59.
Yep, sure. So you've got some of them who are essentially going to be on the left-hand side covering that flank.
One man down.
One man down.
And it is actually one of the scouts. Was that one of the T-50s? No, it was actually the Tetrarch that's dead.
That's the lower level scouts. So you've still got the 2 T-52s on the field. So hopefully they can actually get the scouting in for that SPG to actually get some good shots off.
T-52, practically one of the fastest tanks in the game. Moves up to 7. Oh, dang.
Oh, we've got another scout that's being targeted down at the minute. He's nearly dead. He's on fire. Yeah, he's gone.
And they immediately need to go and reposition because the SPGs will rain down as fast as they can. Another scout coming in from behind. The call comes out.
He's going to attack it. Can he get the shot off? He missed.
The IS-3 has an average of 70% hit ratio. Here it goes. It's tracked and it's gone.
It's gone again. So you've got BigClan here looking in a commanding lead.
Very commanding lead. On the other side, though, one of the other scouts, again, being destroyed. That's a Cunningham down.
That was a Cunningham down. There's very little armor on those Cunninghams.
Overall, though, it does seem that both teams have been really focusing on the center of the map.
They have been. Essentially, the scouts have been going through the right-hand side.
Oh, that's one of the... The SPG has been spotted. They cannot afford to lose that SPG.
He can't quite get another time on him.
Whoa.
He's moving forward now.
Oh. Position is made.
He missed.
Reload.
That was a clutch shot he needed to make.
Unlucky.
Oh, he made it out of there. That was crucial driving by that SPG there.
That should have been the shot to finish off this game.
I think essentially what's going to happen now is that IS-3 is locking down that road there. They're not going to be able to get through. You've got the 2 Persians right there. The thing with the IS-3 armor is if you hit it on the top, it just glances shots straight off.
Same with the Type 59, though.
Yeah, Type 59. They're always very good tanks, those.
shoot them in the back and their armament will blow up, but getting behind them, that is the problem. They will move quickly. That was weird.
They do have a speed of 50 miles an hour, those Type 59s. Very, very good tanks. So we've got here, it's basically a standoff. Have got another tank coming around.
One of the scouts is bouncing around.
Oh,
not long though.
Not long though. He got taken out straight away. So okay, so currently as it stands, it's 5v3 in BigClan's favor.
Both sides still have their SPGs. It's all about finding positions, but BigClan have themselves situated right behind this outlet. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, BigClan's SPG is down to I think 7 health or 7% armor. So they need to basically make sure that they keep that back, don't overextend and get it taken out by a stray shot.
They are allowed to use all their repair kits as well, which is important to note. But everybody can play here. Everybody gets gets maximum gold on these accounts. You can play with all the ammo, with all the items, up to tier 3. Ooh, that was a shot on the wall. So that is important to note that every single ability in the game has been unlocked on these accounts. There we go.
Nice shot right there, taking out that IS-3. So as it stands, we've got the TommyTankers who are on 2. One of the Pershings is being the hero at the minute, getting a total of 2 kills. We have 4 left for the BigClan lot.
Oh, he's diving in.
Their SPG is down to 7% armor. And they've got 3 of the medium tanks left. However, he's going straight in. I think he wants to end it now. So unless he can get any help from his SPG, which the shot did fire, it didn't connect.
He's being pummeled pretty hard though. Can he get him in the back? Can he get him in the ammo rack? No. Yeah!
Oh, what a shot!
Beautifully done.
Beautiful. So they're actually pulling this back.
The SPG is back in action for the TommyTankers. Can it be enough? It's a 1v1. It's a standoff in the middle.
Okay, so he's fixed his truck at the minute. He's trying to get the hell out of there.
We lit that one up good.
We've went from a 5v3 situation to a 2v3. The TommyTankers are crawling back.
This is essential. It's like we said at the very start. It all comes down to those SPGs. Get a really good shot with one of those SPGs, and the tank just blows straight the hell out.
TommyTankers with their IS-3s, slow but heavy, versus the Type 59s.
Okay, as you can see, we've also got some capping going on. So we've got the Type 59 at the back trying to camp. He's trying to find where that SPG is.
They saw it, maybe. There it is.
He's seen it. He's found the SPG.
It's being chased.
It's being chased down.
It's being rammed.
I don't think he's going to last for it. Oh, the SPG's
beautiful.
down. That was very good. So all they've got left is the M26 Pershing with the 2 kills.
And it's being
targeted as we speak.
Well, that's gonna be.
Oh, he's still putting up a fight though.
Penetration.
Hero Pershing.
Oh, one more shot. One more shot.
And we will be switching sides. Straight away.
And he's dead. That's well played. So that's first round to BigClan.
BigClan doing well.
So if you bear with us for 2 seconds whilst we get the next game ready to.
Still though, as we're setting up for game number 2 on round number 2 here on Mapmon, Lakeville will move on into its section. We'll be switching sides, and we're really curious whether or not the strategy is going to change here. We don't know it just yet, but we'll see how that all pans out. But those B-shots, yeah. Well, I think the TommyTankers had a great opportunity to pull that game in towards that general direction by taking that B-shot down, and that choke shot right there was critical, and it sadly did not connect. So that right there is something that, well, they'll need to work on in the near future.
They need to. It'll be interesting to see if they deploy any different tactics for the second round of Lakeville.
We've seen a lot of rushing with 5 tier 8s and 2 tier 1s being mixed into the teams because they can only pick 42 points worth of tanks. And with 7 players, that pretty much locks your opportunities down to pretty much that. Let's see what they're going to be doing. We don't know it just yet, but the T50 approach didn't seem to work all that well. The Cunninghams really took it away of that round. Let's see what BigClan has. But I don't know. Let's see if BigClan's going to stick with that particular approach. But we'll have to see how that is going to go. We're going to continue here on Lakeville.
So I think that all the teams are ready. So, BigClan, are you ready?
BigClan, are you ready? TommyTankers, are you ready? Let's begin. Blitzkrieg, go.
So, essentially the same map, different reverse positions. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what tactics BigClan go for.
Yeah.
See if they deploy the same tactics of staying back and trying to use the SPG as much as they possibly can, or whether or not they go for a different tactic and use the mediums to maybe do a bit of a flanking action.
Well, they got two Type 59s as well as 2 IS-3, so the opportunity is definitely there. I'm really, really curious on how that is going to go. Well, we're on our way. Where are the scouts going to go? Where are the SPGs going to go? Who's going to spot who? And more importantly, will the TommyTankers finally, well, actually hit their crucial shot this round? That is going to be critical. They had it almost. So close.
It was so close. He had essentially a second in it before the SPG went behind that mountain, and he lost it.
It's that reload time, man.
It is that reload time.
Slowly but steadily pushing forward. We can't say too much about what is going on at the moment in the game.
As you can see, they're all just sort of preparing exactly what defense and tactics they're going to be using. So I don't really want to say anything to give the game away, as it were.
First shots have been fired.
But it was a miss.
Sadly. But that type was not good enough.
So you can see there that the TommyTankers are trying to pop and poke, see where they can do their scouting, especially with them having three scouts for that SPG.
Well, the IS-3 is, of course, all about the front armor, and its range is actually quite good. You can see up to 350 meters of visibility. You can see about halfway up this map.
Well, that's really good. You also have to realise as well, with the curved armor on the top, just like the Type 15, like we said before, it's very hard to take this tank head on.
The big problem is, though, if you hit it on the back, right on the armament, it will go kablooey.
Oh, I've been in many positions where my IS-3 has been blown up from the back with the fuel tanks and the ammo rack.
I sadly never had that problem. I was always driving around in my E50 instead, because that's how I roll.
Yeah, but did you pay for that?
No, no. I got a PR account. It's really fun when you're rolling around with 2 million gold in your pocket.
Okay, so let's see what's going on the map now. We see they're still poking and prodding.
We do have some potential being employed. The scouts have all moved out. The 2 T-50s are all up in the enemy base. Can they be picked out, though?
You can see one's gone down there.
1 T-50 down. Well, it's a Cunningham and a T-50, both down.
That SPG managed to get that shot off onto that scout.
That will leave only 1 T-50 back on the map. There's practically only one real scout back on the map. Let's switch over towards the M26.
M26 there, you can see he's trying to poke and prod, but he's decided that maybe a defensive posture is probably the best for this at the minute.
No, he's looking. He's definitely looking. But he is looking. Oh, beautiful shot. Right down the middle, and that will take, that's every scout down. Every scout down. Oh, and another one. Dang, on the medium.
So that really comes into its element now when we think of what the SPGs will do.
The SPGs will have a good position, but the buildings will allow for a lot of good positioning.
Oh,
Beautifully
what a
done.
shot.
The thing about the SPG in this case, though, is this particular SPG is not only the fastest reload one, it is also the fastest moving SPG in the game, effectively being the best SPG in the game.
So as it currently stands, We are down to 2 tanks left for the TommyTankers, whilst BigClan have still got 4. So it's interesting to see whether or not this Pershing will be the hero like it was last game and take out a few more.
Enemy armor is hit.
Well, BigClan is definitely looking good to pick up here on Lakeville. There is a splash.
We can't move.
SPG's coming in, he's tracks down, he can't actually move at this time.
He needs to fall back straight away. He needs to get out of that position.
Depending on where the enemy SPG is, he could be a sitting duck right now.
Well, they know where he is.
So as I see, he's pulling back now.
Well, they've got still got 2 Type 50s, and they can get around if they want to. Right on top of that last remaining IS-3. But they both still have that SPG. It's all about positioning at this point. If they can get a spot on a single enemy tank with a good SPG, that could be curtains there. It's 4v2. We saw 5v3 earlier, and that turned into towards a 2v3 at one point.
Yeah, went into a 2v3
There it is.
before it ended. I think what BigClan are doing now is they're erring on the side of caution. They've already got this one on the back. They don't want to overextend themselves.
The SPG is down.
SPG's down. Another shot from the Pershing there, trying to get that Type 59.
The Pershing is the last man standing, as before.
Can he be the hero tank that he wants to be?
Nailed it bad.
Oh, he got shot from behind there.
That's gotta hurt. There's the IS-3.
IS-3 coming in, deflected off that front armor like we said before.
40 tons of Russian power rolling in.
I think BigClan just want to end it now. They want to go on to the next map with a 2-0 lead.
IS-3 sandwich. 1, 2, 3.
Bang. So Type 59 coming into the side as well.
As
Boom,
BigClan
he's
will
gone.
pick it
Well
up here
done.
on Lakeville. Sublimely played. As, well, the TommyTankers definitely had a better run in map number in the first time.
They did. I think they got off a few very lucky shots. The SPG shot they missed. That was crucial.
That
They
was a
needed to
crucial,
hit that.
crucial fail right there.
I think that was one of the key factors of that first map. The second map, I think BigClan just essentially stayed back defensive-wise, took their picks, got their picks in, and then essentially just rushed as soon as they had only 2 tanks left, which was very, very good tactics.
Getting that Pershing down the middle was absolutely astounding. I was really surprised how fast they managed to take out the scouts as well. That was pretty crucial as well. We're moving on towards map number 2. Remember, this is a best of 7 sit rep. So we will be playing Lakeville, Runway, Ensk, and if we need to, Lakeville again as a decider map at the end. So we're going to be moving on to map number 2, Runeberg. Well, Runeberg, probably the most, next to Himmelsdorf, probably the most urban map in the game. It's ridiculous how widely diverse this map is. It's got a lot of open space, but also a lot of urban environment. And it's if there's going to be a lot of types on this map, then they can just roll straight into the streets, not having any problems with that rear or side armor, and they can keep on rolling with that absolutely ridiculous 200mm front armor, and then they'll be fine. However, there's also the option where they're going to go all the way around in, well, IS-3s, and through the bushes they will go. We shall see.
If we could potentially get an admin up to the stage, I think that we have a problem with one of the TommyTankers.
Noms, if you would be so kind to check out with one of the TommyTankers, as we will discuss how this is going to go. Can we see with the map, please? There we go. So we have ourselves an interesting map. What did you thought about the last round in general, though? Oh, there we go.
So yeah, with like you were saying with Runeberg, there's a few areas that they really need to concentrate on that are essentially choke points.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the arena on the left-hand side where there's essentially 5 roads in. And then on the right-hand side as well, they have to be very wary of scouts that flank, especially if they go to the Type 59s.
As I'm looking over towards what the TommyTankers are planning to do, that is definitely interesting. Absolutely interesting, as a certain colleague of ours would constantly say during Ice Series events. Yeah, the TommyTankers are... Sorry? You know I'm in the middle of a broadcast here. Thank you. Yeah. So it's always nice for one of the plays. But look at this.
Yeah, so we've got the lineup of their tanks at the minute. I'm not sure if
They can see it.
Yeah.
They're all huddled around the main machine, trying to figure out what is going on. See if they can...
I think they're trying to deploy tactics, seeing exactly what tanks they want to use.
Hands are moving over the screen. See what is going on.
Serious business. This.
Yeah, absolutely. Tanks, serious business.
Serious tactics as well.
So quickly gonna check out my performance analyzer. So about what they are up to here, especially the TommyTankers. I'm really interested about what they are up to. Oh, really?
They're going for some unusual tactic, I would say.
Yeah.
And whether or not this will work out for them, I'm not too sure.
Well, there's a reason. Well, the Tommy Knockers could turn into Tommy Cookers.
They could do.
Yeah, that is the real problem.
So just waiting for BigClan to get their tactics all sorted so they can pick their right tanks.
So far, though, World Cyber Games is doing great. We have a lot of stuff coming up for here at Insomnia. We got the Shootmania, I believe, as well.
Yep, Shootmania is not World Type Games.
Oh, my apologies.
Shootmania is here at Insomnia. It's on the stand to the left of the stage. So if you want to have a go, head along. There is a tournament that's going to be going on today and tomorrow, I do believe, with a prize fund as well.
Oh, that's always nice.
Always nice from our dear friends at Nadio. But then other World Cyber Games tournaments we've got running here at Insomnia. We have got StarCraft 2, and we have the qualifiers for the FIFA 12 on the PC, where the national finals for FIFA 12 will be played at Eurogamer.
Oh, that's cool. That's like last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Exactly like last year.
Like last year, Eurogamer with this big Samsung stand there as well, where the grand finals for that will be played out. Let's see here if both teams are ready to go. BigClan, are you ready to go here?
Yep.
TommyTankers, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Let's blitz. Hoonbag. Well, let's talk about what our good friends of the TommyTankers are up to.
They have indeed got a new tactic. I've never seen this deployed before.
7 whole Shermans.
7 Shermans, the M4A3 E8 Tier 6 tanks. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how they deploy these, whether or not they do a rush tactic or they do a defensive stance. But I think they'll be in trouble if they get caught out by the IS-3s.
I would like to point out that the average battle time of a Sherman is 4.1 minutes.
Let's go.
That's
very
quick.
short.
That is very short.
There's a reason why the Americans managed to run these off the production line so quickly. They're cheap.
Just hope that their armor withstands the IS-3s and the Type 59s.
They're going to have such a difficult time getting penetration on those. They'll need to get around them and try to track them or get the ammo off them. But I'm quickly going to check here what the actual armor rating is on them.
The armor ratings on the Shermans, I do believe, are quite bad on the back and sides.
Yeah, the backside is actually it's 41. It's 51. And the front is 76. They'll be cannon fodder to the IS-3s.
I think this tactic, unless they do some sort of rush, might go badly.
They're fast. I'm not gonna say they're fast little tanks. If they can all zerg a single tank every single time, then they have opportunity here.
You also have to realize as well that the Type 59s are actually faster than the Shermans.
They are.
They are.
There you go. Russian engineering.
So you can see that they're deploying some unusual tactics, like we said, but can't really say too much now because the guys will be able to hear us.
You can't say too much indeed.
But I think they've been spotted.
The ping has gone out.
The ping's gone out. They know exactly what's going on, what the score is right now, and as you can see, they're doing a bit of a flanking maneuver.
As BigClan looking to place themselves not only in the 3rd place of the cosplay competition here at Insomnia, but also in the grand final for the World of Tanks. And that will be opportunity. First tags have been caught out. The first kill is here.
Yep.
One Cunningham down. Target has been taken. The Shermans are in. They are rushing a single IS-3 that is hiding out in the berg.
I think BigClan really need to think about exactly how they're going to counter this maneuver, this very, very peculiar tactic, I would say. The whole rushing factor with the same tank getting speed up and essentially just...
From the back here, right into a
Oh,
time!
he's down!
The Shermans are slowly but steadily taking it.
Strength in numbers, Matt, strength in numbers.
The Sherman may not have been up to par with the
One
Panzers.
Sherman down, one Sherman down.
One Tommy has been cooked.
See if they can pick any more off. They're starting to really hammer the Shermans hard now. The problem that they're going to have is now that they've had a time to actually adapt to what tactic that the TommyTankers are actually using. BigClan have now pulled back, they're now defending.
Yep.
They've got the front end of the Type 59s and the IS-3s in there, which is where the armor is, where the heavy hitting big cannons can essentially kill them.
And there's no way they can flank him at this point. They're
Yep.
going to need to either retreat or think of something completely different.
Another
there
one
it
down.
is.
So okay, so we've got 3 Shermans left for the TommyTankers. Let's see if they can do any sort of maneuver.
The IS-3s are moving out. We have 3 Shermans remaining, and they have vision on at least one of them.
We do also have a cap going on for BigClan. I think it's either a Type 59 or the Cunningham, which is over there, flag capping. So I'm going to see what response TommyTankers will have to the cap, whether or not they'll pull back or whether or not they'll just go in straight forward, see if they can take out another IS-3.
It's probably also Cunningham capping.
I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah. It's a bit of a slap in the face.
Well, it's a bit cheeky if you think about it. Okay, so still finding exactly where they are.
Bam.
Bam. Penetration, but he didn't kill him. I think another one.
Main gun is destroyed.
Oh, the IS-3's main gun is destroyed. That's not very good. I think we need to hightail it out of there until it can be repaired.
Ramming speed.
Back up. They're hit bad. He needs to. He's taken no damage. He rammed it and he killed him.
The IS-3, a heavy tank, faster than a Sherman.
So as it stands right now, you have 1 Sherman left for TommyTankers.
Mano a mano. And the Sherman's not exactly a brawling tank like the E50. And there
he's
it
gone.
is.
It's first game to BigClan.
As BigClan will pick up 3 maps in a row. If they pick up the next one, they will take this tournament. As the party is continuing, as it's time for our guys from the TommyTankers to come up with something amazing in order to pull this one back, because at this rate, rushing in with 7 Shermans is not exactly the best thing of doing. It's a very British thing to do, but sadly enough, it did not work, which is a bit of a shame. Would have been quite entertaining if it had actually worked. And for the first 4 or 5 minutes, it actually did work. And the average survival time has gone up by about half a second now of the Sherman.
Yeah, I do believe that that tactic was actually very, very good. The execution of it, however, they needed
got
to
spotted too fast.
They got spotted too fast.
Yeah.
They really needed to try and keep it on the lowdown as much as possible until the very last minute.
Yep.
They caught one of the IS-3s out of position.
That was
and
amazing.
Destroyed it,
They
which
destroyed
was fantastic.
Like that.
Tier 6 takes out Tier 8, especially if Tier 6 is in greater numbers.
It's the Zerk principle. As we're getting, as the BigClan once again are huddle around their screens, trying to figure out what they are going to employ here when it comes to their tactics. As we have a completely different setup this time from our friends, the TommyTankers. TommyTankers so far, they are looking to get. Looks like they're going to go for an emulation of what they tried on Lake, actually, except for an M18 being thrown into the mix rather than. Well, they are actually going for a B-shot. A B-shot being used here by the TommyTankers. potentially.
Okay, so let's just see if all these players are ready.
Not just yet. This BigClan is still huddled around the screen. They're trying to decide what they're going to do. It worked before for them with the Shermans. And they went all out to discuss. But this lineup of the Type 59s, the IS-3s, and the T-34 has worked very, very, very well for BigClan every single time.
It has indeed. I think what you've got there is a variety of heavy guns. They could go for the lower level tiers and spread the tier points out across all tanks, but with the IS-3s they're really they're big hitters, and they do a lot of damage. As long as those IS-3s get at least a couple of kills, then I think they're good, they're set. The Type 59s can swing around and do a flanking maneuver and then potentially cap as well.
And the tier 1s are pretty good scouters as well, if you set them up properly and if you can run them around properly as well. And remember, the teams can actually put any item on their tanks. So camo nets, that sort of thing, that's all up on towards the tanks, so they can set them down safely, keep an eye on anything, just don't move, and wait for the enemy to come around so they can get fired by that B-shot.
Exactly. I think the glorified, the T1s are really just glorified sort of spotters. They'll stand still.
They're not glorified anything. They are spotters.
Yeah, they'll just sit on a flank waiting for a tank to roll by them, and they'll say, hey, the tank's here, and then they'll get blown up.
And it's also a good indicator of how lower tier tanks are actually not all that bad. Every tank has its role in this game, whether or not you're driving around in a mouse or whether or not you're driving out in a little tractor. Every tank has its role. No matter what level of gameplay you are, whether or not you just started out or you've been grinding for almost a year, you're still a relevant player no matter what.
You are,
and that's
indeed.
what I like about this game.
They've recently done a patch which has remade the matchmaking system so that essentially you don't get tier 1 tanks against tier 10 tanks. So essentially you can only ever go against a tank that's 2 tiers either side of you, which is really good.
I'm a Cunningham and there is a E100 over there.
Yeah, I'll ram him and die from a
and
scrape.
he'll just roll over me and not even have a problem whatsoever.
Okay, so I think we need to ask the players if they're ready.
BigClan, are you ready? They are. TommyTankers, we're ready. Let's get it on. BigClan wins this. They win the final. Let's get it on. This is a crucial, crucial, crucial fight for the TommyTankers. They need to get this game rolling. We're once again taking it from the point of view of the Super Pershing on the BigClan side.
It's interesting to see exactly the lineup that the TommyTankers have gone for. It's the same as the Lakeville map. They've got the SPG there, the highest rated SPG in the game, with the 3 scouts and then the 1 TD and the 2 medium tier 8s.
Taking it from the POV of the TommyTankers right here. They're all over the place. They're setting up. They actually have that TD as well. I wonder what they're going to be doing with that, though. Are they going to be hunting for scouts? That's what I'm thinking.
I think that the T1s aren't so much of a threat for the main gun. It's just the threat they pose with regards to their scouting information and what they can give, especially to the T-34 and the IS-3s.
One of the IS-3s from BigClan is moving out. Screw you, telephone pole, it says. As there it goes, a Valiant scout tank, and there we have a single one. Ugh. And it got in the way.
Got in the way indeed.
But they know what is up.
So that's one of the Cunninghams down. He did spot that tank there, so now that IS-3 knows exactly what it's going up against.
And the IS-3 is feeling confident versus that.
I think he
as
is.
As it should do.
I think the IS-3s over the last games have been the tanks that have been performing the best. They're, like I say, they're heavy hitters. They need to bring in the kills, and they have been, and that's what's been essentially making BigClan get through this. So we've got all the teams there. They're moving into the positions, trying to feel and plot the tactics. We've got the 2 Cunninghams that are down for BigClan, so currently it's actually 5 tanks for BigClan and 6 tanks for the TommyTankers. So it'll be interesting to see now that with the Cunningham scouting tanks down, what tactics the Tommies use. So tanks sort of spread a bit at the back on the defensive posture for both teams. I don't think TommyTankers want to rush straight into this. I think they might lose their edge. And with this being the final round, if BigClan win this, they go on to go to the grand finals in Kushan, China, which is a fantastic trip for 7 people.
And they are a fun little community as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely. Have you seen their tents?
Yeah.
Yes. Their encampment.
Their encampment. They're slowly taking over I-Series. They also slowly took over Stratland as well, didn't you?
They're everywhere. And now they're slowly taking over their next global phase, World Cyber Games. BigClan in China.
BigClan invade China.
Possibly. It's not there just yet.
In tanks, maybe.
In their own tanks.
I wouldn't put it past them, to be
Type
honest.
59s. But let's not count them out just yet,
So
as the TommyTankers are still in the game.
They are indeed. They're pulling back, trying to come up with a new plan. Now that they've taken out this Cunningham scare, the T1 scouts, they can essentially try and rethink what they want to do, poke and prod in different areas, and then be interested to see what BigClan do on a defensive posture.
Especially after a disastrous Sherman rush.
Yeah, I think that was a gamble. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for them. If they hadn't have been spotted so soon, I think that they would have got a few more kills. They would have done the whole swarm effect, especially on the cat flag. If you get 3 tanks onto that cat flag, it gets captured a lot quicker.
Slowly but steadily peeking past the church.
Poking and prodding, everyone's pinging to let everyone know exactly where the action's going on, what they think's happening.
TommyTankers do seem to have an idea of what is going on, but we are looking from the point of view of BigClan. Oh, too close for comfort, but that's a 200mm armor right there.
That is, but you have to realize as well is
18.
shells from the SPG, especially
Splash.
if they splash on top.
And they're looking for an SPG. Neither side, well, we do have one side still with 2 T50s, and they're moving out. The IS-3s are moving out. SPGs are firing. There we go. Shot on hook. IS-3 hit in the side. That's at armor low. He's trying to make a run for it towards the church, trying to get in good position. We have a scout down.
So they've evened it up right now. It's currently 5 tanks to 5 tanks. However, Tommies do still have that SPG with that amazingly good gun on it.
But BigClan are slowly but steadily gaining ground. It's almost Stalin's pacing of fighting.
They're slugging it out in the streets.
Meter for meter, block by block.
We have another ping going down there.
As the TommyTankers are actually doing quite well here, trying to keep taking this down. Is that a T-30, T-54? There we go.
Yep, they got it. So it's
3v5 now. TommyTankers not doing good. 4v5, my apologies.
I think the slower pace battles are serving the Tommies better.
That is the TD down. The IS-3 is coming out in the open.
They still can't hold back the tide of those IS-3s though.
Uh-oh.
They're hit.
Yes.
One of our tracks was hit.
The SPG is frantically trying to shoot, but remember, it takes about 20 seconds to reload that gun.
It's the only problem with self-propelled guns is they take so long to
As the Super Pershing is peeking,
He's peeking.
but it's tracked.
It's track gone. He's repaired it. He's back up. He's trying to back out.
He's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna do this. Oh, too close for comfort. As BigClan are in fact capping, or they're trying the cap.
Can he get any sort of hit off? He has, but it's done no damage.
It needs to do splash. Oh!
Oh, that T-34 shot just wasn't very good. Needed to spend more time aiming.
That is on par with the shots that we've seen from on the SPG in round number 1.
I think the Pershing is trying to track the 34.
Well, it's got tracked on itself,
got
and it's
tracked by
being
itself.
sandwiched from behind.
It is indeed. So still 3. BigClan have 5 tanks left.
And there it is. That's going to be the end of the Pershing, no doubt. Oh!
And they're also being capped at the 34, 35 cap points.
That gun. Can he hit it? Can he hit it?
He's trying to hit the lower armor there.
Oh, he's
being
going in for the
pressured
crush.
down. He just wants a hug.
Oh, then he shoots the wall.
That's the second shot that T-34's missed.
That T-34 is having so much. Oh, on the side armor.
The side armor. Can the Pershing do anything?
And in the meantime, it is being there.
Oh,
it is.
the
The Pershing
Pershing's
is down, leaving just the SPG.
SPG. If the SPG pulls it off, I will buy that tanker a beer.
SPG, it's time to play Tank Destroyer.
So as it stands now, it's capping. I think they're all saying GG at this present moment in time.
Well, I believe this can mean only one thing.
Can mean only one thing.
I think it does mean one thing.
We've got about
In this
5
best
more
of
seconds.
7, in this best of 7, in 4 matches in a row, it is none other than BigClan that will take this one home at this rate. Oh, where is it? Oh no.
There we
it
go.
is.
BigClan win, and BigClan go to China for the World Cyber Game Grand Finals.
Can you believe it? As a small community comes together over many years of iSeries, they start so slowly enroach on the campsite. They slowly enroach on Stratland. And now, well, BigClan goes international. Put your hands together one more time for BigClan. And of course, our other contestants, our runners-up for this tournament, the TommyTankers. Playing wonderful with their extremely innovative, or at least extremely creative, Shermanized strategy right there and then. Am I gonna hand this off to Red? No, apparently I'm not. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much here. Oh, careful, guys, as the hands are being shaken as well. As esports is what it's all about. It's all friendly competition. But in the end, sadly, only one team can win here. As BigClan will go and win the prize here at I-46. Thank you so much, Gio, for joining us here.
Thank
Are you
you
going to
very
go
much
back
for
to
having
bed
me
now?
here. No, I'm going to go back to managing my event.
Oh, that's fine. That's good. I hear there was a guy sleeping in a hammock in a tree.
Yes, I heard that too. I need to go investigate.
Fair enough. Well, as Gio is going to go investigate, we're going to sign off and we're going to get ready for our next tournament, which is going to be the League of Legends final at 5 o'clock. No, not so much the final, just League of Legends at 5 o'clock here on the grand stage, which is going to be in about an hour and a half. So we'll be back with you then for more action here from Insomnia 46. My name's Acebeck.
My name's Gio.
We'll be back with you later.